Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome Scorpio into this reading. Now, this reading will be from October 22nd until the middle of November 15th of 2020. This is the time period I have called out for your energies in here, Scorpio. Now, since we are getting to the end of the year of 2020, the month of November and in the month of December, I would be doing some intense check on your energy to see what has happened and what is happening as we proceed into the next year 2021, guys. Okay. Now, having said that, two reminders. This is a general reading for the collective Scorpio, but some of you are, we are all in different timelines. So some of you might find yourself in this reading, some of you might find a portion of this reading that resonates with you, and some of you might not find yourself in this reading at all. So take whatever resonates with you. This is a general reading, of course, so it's very difficult to be specific to your case study, people. Okay. Now, having said this, and again, energies are interchangeable, so take whatever is resonating with you, Scorpio, in this reading here. October 22nd until November 15th of 2020. Now, having said this, your Akashic record just flew out of the deck, guys, and it's a beautiful card. It's Three of Roses, which is calling for loving elementals. Now, which is telling you that whatever in life you guys have been going through, have been facing, but the joy will soon be increasing for you. So, this card coming out of the deck is also telling you, it's encouraging you to remember to have fun. Bring playfulness in your daily life. Sing a little, dance a little, laugh a lot. That's what they are telling you. So call on the elementals to inspire you in this and in other areas. They are in front of you with a lot of fun, lot of upliftment, and that will in turn expand the joy in your life in great measure. That is your Akashic record that is talking about your beautiful abundance of joy that consciously, guys, you will have to work on in order to increase that in your life. Whatever the situations may be, whatever has gone through, remember to laugh a lot, sing a little, dance sometimes, whatever you want to do, but have fun. Have fun. Don't sit in a place with all negativity. Don't sit in a place thinking of the past. Don't sit in a place overthinking about the future. That's what it is. Live in the moment, Scorpio. Enjoy every minute of your day. Do what you have to do. Call a friend, talk to the person. Have a party at home. Sing and dance. Laugh a lot. Whatever that brings joy in your life is increasing, Scorpio. So take that energy. Take that energy, guys, because it's definitely a very, very beautiful and marvelous energy that just came flying out from your Akashic deck in here. Now, with this, the bottom of the deck for you is the King of Forces in the reverse, the King of Keys in the reverse, and then you have the waterfall in here. Okay. Now, which is clearly talking about, guys, with both the kings showing up in the reverse, it's talking about a disruption in your family life, a disruption in your career opportunities, a disruption with your family members, could be with friends and colleagues, whatever that serious situation could have been. Maybe some of you guys may have had a conflict with a family member, with your son, with your daughter, with anybody in general. But this is the situation in here with both the kings in the reverse, clearly telling me, people, that it has been a very difficult situation. Now, with this card that comes out says the waterfall or the six of forces, which is talking about you expanding your psychic ability to understand why this disruption has happened. What has gone wrong? You're expanding your psychic ability to look at yourself too, Scorpio. Why has there been a conflict with your son, with your daughter, with your spouse, with your lover, with your boss, with your co-worker? It could be anybody, but this has been a difficult situation for you. Then at this point in time and going a little bit forward, you would like to close it as soon as you can get that intuitive download in yourself to understand and see the psychic ability that is going to be helping you to look into this problem from a different perspective altogether, Scorpio. You will get your answer to this question that might have been causing you to have lost touch with people, that might have caused you not to sing and dance because there was some kind of disruption. Now, disruption can happen in any shape and form, in your domestic life, in your career opportunities, with your finances, with anything that created a lot of conflict situation in and around you, Scorpio. That is what I'm getting. Now, that psychic ability of the waterfall is talking about your intuition, your understanding of your own psychological issues, why it happened. Maybe, Scorpio, it was because you guys had been doing things wrong. It also could be that. Maybe your frustration, maybe your desperation that you were facing in your own life, you were probably throwing it over on somebody else. And those people, in turn, were getting upset with you. It could have been any situation for anybody here, but there has been an X amount of disturbance in your life in the recent times, Scorpio. Okay, which is where your own situation is improving as you come to terms with that disruption. As you come to terms with your own power of your own psychic ability, that's very important. As you come to terms with your own realization of your own fault as well, accepting your fault in the process of knowing that probably it was not right on your part to have talked to your son or daughter or your boss or co-worker in the way that you probably talked, because your frustration, your desperation was perhaps, completely conveyed in a different way with other people around you, Scorpio. And that created that entire mess in your situation, which you will understand as you increase your abundance, as you get to understand people around you, as you get that energy of enjoying and loving the elementals, the basic elementals around you, as to how you can improve your self-worth in here, by yourself, for yourself, enjoying every moment of the day, making the most of the 24 hours that we get in one day to use it to the maximum ability for our own happiness and joy. That is to be increased. Now, your energy oracle, guys, it talks about card number 11 or cornucopia in the reverse, which is telling me that you have been going through some intense monetary difficulties. Okay, this is intense monetary difficulties where you have not been able to bring the right stuff in your place or on the table. The door had been closed for your monetary expansion, where you have not been able to achieve the material wealth where your health probably could have gone through some kind of suffering because everything is interconnected in here. So, whatever that story is, guys, you have not been able to get that wealth or to get that vitality, the right contact with all the goodies in the world that probably money can buy, that probably money can bring in the physical 3D. That was the area of your concern, Scorpio. You could not move towards your expansion. That's what they're telling you. Leave that worry. Leave that worry, guys, because everything is going to come back to normal once you can get a hold of your own self in the right way, to not worry about the situation, but to have fun and enjoy every moment of your day, Scorpio. So I said, okay, what about card number 11 or cornucopia in the reverse? And what do you get? The cycle of increase. This is what is going to increase. If you can increase your loving elements, if you can increase your self-worth, Scorpio, if you can increase that area of having fun and not being in depression or rejection of life in general, very important. That's when your material wealth, health, everything will come back in the right way, because the cycle will be increasing as you increase your share of having fun, getting back that loving elementals in nature, from nature, wherever that, that kind of thing springs you back to life. With friends, with children, with anybody, with pets, wherever you think that you can really enjoy, laugh a lot, maybe watch a good movie, sing and dance, maybe a good comedy show, whatever that really brings back life to you in the right way. And that's when this cornucopia, card number 11 in the reverse, will be reversed here. Okay, so therefore, that increase is for you. It's there for you, Scorpio. But how you work on this energy is completely up to you. Because the moment you can open your mind to understand why you had been stopped, why there was a disruption, that psychic ability that increases your power of self-realization and understanding, that itself will pull you towards increasing what you could not increase earlier in your life, Scorpio. Very, very important message in here from my spirit to you guys. Now, the next question here, Scorpio, is what is that you're attracting back now from this energy? What's coming back to you is card number 2, movement, choices, and decisions in life. That's where you're going. It's very intuitive, but it's a beautiful planning time for you. Plan for yourself, Scorpio. Understand yourself better. Know yourself better now. What is the wrong choices and decisions that you had made earlier which stopped you from getting back what you deserved in life? Is the question here, which is going to increase, where the cycle will change, Scorpio, but you will have to change yourself too. You will have to change yourself too, guys. Now, the bottom of the deck for the energy oracle is action. Look, okay, you're going to take action on getting back everything in your life, on bringing back whatever that you had lost has been lost, but now you're moving towards bringing back things in the right way. Okay, this is the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck for this oracle is travel, increase and travel. So it is a possibility some of you guys could be going out of your home, could be moving your job, could be moving a residence, could be planning a trip, whatever that will increase your health, wealth, and vitality is in the way. Now, this could be a physical travel, it could be an emotional travel, it could be a spiritual. Maybe some of you guys are planning on a spiritual trip or a journey. Whatever that increased energy is pushing you towards discovering this path of travel for yourself in whatever shape and form. So this is a beautiful energy, Scorpio. Definitely, definitely. So what I'm getting from these two cards, guys, is whatever has gone wrong, you're leaving that. You're not going to look back at that story. You're going to move forward, and you will be able to move forward, as I told you, Scorpio, as you increase your own understanding of your own self worth in here. Very important. Who you are, what you want in life now for yourself, guys. Okay. Now, the next question, as I said, was movement, choices, and decisions. This is very intuitive, card number 2, but it's all about planning. You're not moving right now, you're planning the travel. You're looking at yourself to see which way, which path is open for you. What is that movement you can make towards your job, towards your home, towards your career, towards education for some people, towards love for some people. It could be anything for anyone. But there is a movement that you are planning upon, where there is also some choices you will have to make, right choices in here. Because if you make a wrong choice, you will again go back. So to move forward, you will have to take the right choice and the right decision of what and how you are going to move towards whatever that is going to increase your health, wealth, and vitality in here, in whatever shape and form, as I told you. Okay, now with this movement and choices, the bottom of the deck is the the card number 7, or Triumph in the reverse. This is like the Chariot card. So you had been stopped from moving forward. Guys, you had been stopped. Your chariot had been stopped. Your health was not siding you. Your wealth was not siding you. You were not physically feeling all that great to move forward, so the chariot has been in the reverse. Has been in the reverse. This is where, to move the chariot again, guys, you will have to be very wise with your movement, with your choices, and now with your decisions that you make in the coming days in here. So I said, okay, what about the movement, choices, and decisions of the fortune? You get 2 cards. Card number 8, which is false person, that talks about your strength in here, and card number 16, that's thoughts, which talks about the tower in here. So something that false person could be anything. Could be a situation, could be a person, but something that had a lot of falsity in it. Whether it was in a relationship, whether it was in a marriage, whether it was in a job, but somebody had been playing a game of deceit in here. There has been deceit, lies, sabotage, lot of things that has depleted your strength in yourself, Scorpio, which is where, the thought or the tower, that's a very tower energy, where the entire story of this false person, or false, like I said, not person. It could be situation, it could be circumstance, it could be a person, it could be anything. But now with the tower, card number 16, and you thinking it's a personal transformation that is happening in yourself, Scorpio, where you're learning to push this energy away in yourself, where you're learning to kill that energy and not going back into that energy which earlier you had been either fighting, which took your strength, which took your money, which took your health, wealth, and vitality. So you're putting a tower moment on this story in here by yourself, which means this is a complete personal transformation, guys, that you are going through at this moment in order to move forward with your movement, choices, and decisions in life. It could be anything for anyone. Like, the false person could be a false situation as well, where somebody had created a mess in your life by misleading you in a wrong direction. It also could be that. Somebody had made false promises. It also could be that. Somebody had lied to you, had deceived you, Scorpio. It could be anything for anybody, but definitely there is a very high level of powerful transformation with the Tower card in here. There could be a chaos with the situation as well, where it also is possible for some people that it could be very chaotic as you bring down the Tower with the situation in here. Or for some people, it could be a very voluntary work by yourself, within yourself, with relating yourself to this personal transformation, guys. So it could be anything for anybody, but definitely there is an end to the story here, because now you are making the right movement, the right choices, and the right decisions, where you're coming to the point, Scorpio, of understanding you don't need that energy anymore. You want yourself to be out of that energy forever, done and gone with, period. Boom. Okay. Now, the next question in here, guys, for me and personally, I would like to see this in every reading to know, as your zodiac sign, Scorpio, from the month of January of 2020 until the end of October of 2020, what is the lesson you have learned? What is that you have accomplished from that lesson for yourself? Because we all go through that learning lessons. We all need that learning lessons, because until we learn, we do not grow, we do not expand. We are very stagnated and sitting in a very stalemate kind of an energy. So over here, the first card I get is Justice. Look, Karma, Lord of Truth. So this is a lesson. Justice has been a lesson in your life where there has been an injustice with the false person or false situation, as I told you. This is where justice comes. Your karma has taught you a big time lesson, Scorpio. A big time lesson of the seeds you had sowed. Of that you will reap now. What is above and so is below. Where there has been a lot of injustice which has created or is going to create for some people a tower moment, like I said, like I explained, whether it could be a voluntary tower or an involuntary tower, but definitely a kind of chaos within yourself internally, or it also could be an external chaos, because this Justice card is a very, very strong card as a learning lesson, Scorpio. It's a very, very strong card of your karma that you have learned, you have realized, and you will understand what is above and so is below. Karma is very, very fair, guys. Karma is very fair. When we say, and I believe in this, that universe is very fair. Today you could do something and get away with it. But tomorrow, karma will come back to bite you. And at that point in time, when you think back, you will know why it has happened. Because universe doesn't let anybody go. Universe is such a ball game, I would say in here. And I don't know, that's a word I'm getting, guys. That it is going to catch you. It is going to catch you. Okay, so you have learned a big time lesson. This is justice. It's a major on board as your learning lesson, Scorpio. So take it as a very, very powerful learning lesson within yourself. Now I said, what about justice? You get completion. So you are completing the old cycle, people. You're completing the old cycle of injustice. Now you want to bring back justice, because karma has come back to tell you it's time to restart your life again, Scorpio, in the right way. In the right way. Okay, so there is a completion of the old chapter. Like I told you, the tower here. There is a completion of an old chapter in here where there was no justice. Whether it's in your job, in your home, in your career, with your education, with people, with your love situation, anything, with your married life, with anything, which could also indicate which could also indicate for some people, guys, is also a divorce that you will get your justice from. For some people, where some of you guys are in a legal battle, that's coming to an end as well. That is also ending where you will complete that old story. And then my next question was, what about this completion and you get keys? Now you will be, after this, you will be on your own. You will be on your own quest. You will migrate, you will move, you will do anything. It could be that's what I said, travel, relocation. Some of you guys are probably waiting for this justice to be delivered before you move out of that situation and relocate yourself in a different place, in a different country, where a cycle is now about to end within this period in time, Scorpio. For some of you guys, the cycle is already over. For some, you all are going through this cycle change. For some, this cycle is going to get over in the next couple of weeks, whatever that situation is for you. Okay, so this is what the story is, and that's why internally you're intuitively increasing your energy, you're getting back that joy, because some old chapter, some old difficulties, some old conflicts, some old situation is coming to an end. The tower with you is in here. You're putting an RIP sign over that. You know what I mean? You're putting an RIP sign over that 6 feet underground, and you're moving away from that situation for yourself, with yourself, and a beautiful new start, beautiful new beginning, where you will be able to move your chariot. You got chariot in the reverse, and then again, this action card, both are talking about that same kind of an energy, people. Okay, that same kind of an energy with action. You are on the verge of your movement in here, Scorpio. Could be a change of job, change of home, change of residence, change of personal friendships, anything, change of your tribe members, anything for anybody, guys. Anything could be possible, Scorpio, for anybody. The bottom of the deck for the fortune card is card number 11, and you see that card number 11 in here in the reverse, card number 11 in here in the upright, sudden wealth. So this is what is going to increase for you, Scorpio. Your money will come back, your power will come back, your health, your wealth, your vitality, everything will come back as soon as the cycle ends in your life, Scorpio, because you have learned about that cycle, Scorpio, and you know that cycle. So now you are like, no, I don't want that. I'm moving forward. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be at peace. I want to do my own stuff. I don't want to get into any kind of conflict with anybody who is not truthful with me or about me in life, with life in general, Scorpio. Now, the bottom of the deck for this learning lesson, the next card is the moon, which is the ruler of flux and reflux, where there is always, with the moon card, there is always that illusion, whereas there is always that fear and the dread. You do not know. Sometimes you're moving forward, sometimes you're coming back. This is also a major. This is also a major with the moon card and justice, where your learning lesson you have learned with time, that you had not had the clarity of your own life. You could have been very scared about something. You were fearing some very unfortunate turn of event. You were not very enlightened about your own life in general with regards to what justice now has taught you, okay, or has been teaching you, guys. And this is the card where there is a lot of illusion, not clear thoughts about life in general, could be very, a little bit of night energy, dark energy, but where you have been pulled in two different directions. Sometimes you were with the universe, sometimes you were opposite going on the reverse cycle with the universe, because you were not clear about your life in general, where things are going to start and end for you in totality, So that is why the card of Chariot has been in reverse, because you were scared to understand your life path. You were scared to understand what you want in your life in the real way, how you would go around bringing that story back in yourself, Scorpio. You took your time to get into this lesson. You really took your time, guys, because you were going through a lot in your life. You were not getting the clarity. Now, with the bottom of the deck for this wisdom is dissipating, and then you have renewal. Look, so that energy, guys, where you were feeling lazy, you were not happy, you were very, very quiet in solitude, could be kind of depression energy as well for some people. It could be anything, but that energy where you were single by yourself, maybe you were not really talking to people, you were not interacting with anybody as such, you were very quiet on your own, that energy is dissipating and you are renewing back into life. There is a renewal that is coming back into life with this energy that is catching up with you, Scorpio. Okay, now the bottom of this deck, yes, this is what I told you. So therefore, what I'm getting out of this entire story for you, guys, is that universe is now telling you, work wisely. Because whatever that had been stopping you, guys, from moving forward is moving away. The chapter is closing. So now a new chapter in the increase is happening for you to start fresh on your life path, Scorpio. Whether it's with, like I said, whether it's with your money, health, wealth, vitality, anything that you had been forced to have given up, you had been forced to quit, you had been forced to become single, or you had been forced to have no energy level, feeling very depressed with life in general, having a very solitary time, not interacting with people in general, that kind of an energy that is also in completion. Because as soon as you get back your justice, the lesson you have learned, Scorpio, is that your karma has taught you today, whatever you had been doing before. So karma has come back to teach you a complete lesson of your life from, my spirit has given to me from January until October. For some people, it also could be, or even way before that, maybe from last year or maybe from last 2 years, whatever that story could be. Doesn't matter, but this is what the situation is. Now we are looking at your shadow energy in here, Scorpio, and we'll see what the shadow first has to talk to us in here. But this energy, that's what I'm telling you, this energy of movement, choices, and decisions, guys, will be a very important energy for you now, because you're completing the last cycle, where you're completing your last karma or karmic cycle, guys. So it's very important for you to come back to your own stuff in the right way, okay? Let's look at your shadow energy first and see what is going on with your shadow side in here. So what's coming out of your shadow energy is also what we are going to check, which I say is a transitional or the transformational energy in here, okay? So this is, what I'm getting, Scorpio, from this reading for you, is there is a huge change in your life pattern that's coming up. A huge change in your life pattern, in your thought pattern, even in your physical self. You will start feeling much better as you go along the way, Scorpio, where earlier some of you guys could have had problems. So what's coming out of this shadow energy for you, Scorpio? Or the transitional energy. And now we are going to check your your action, which could be physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, any kind of action, energy that my spirit would like to show us here for you. Action, energy that could be mental, spiritual, emotional, any kind of action that Scorpio needs to understand for themselves. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. Look at this. Karma has taught you a big lesson, Scorpio. Big time lesson. Now you're coming to your truth. This is your truth you have learned to understand. This is the sword that points to the north node, to the compass where your truth, because you see, Scorpio, this is the sword that comes to you from your divine, from the universe. And it's got two-edged, double-edged. So, what universe is saying is, yes, we are giving you the power of the sword in here. We are giving you the power of that breakthrough in your mental energy to understand clearly what you now need to do with your increased choices and decisions, loving elementals, travel, whatever action to bring back your sudden wealth, whatever that you guys, yes, we are giving you that power. We are giving you that clarity in your thought. But this has got a catch. This sword has a catch. The catch is, if you use it in the right way now, Scorpio, you will be able to get the clear idea and work in the right way. But if you use it in the wrong way, your entire story will fall flat for you. And you will again go back to your karma lesson. So it's very important for you to think in the right way, Scorpio, to talk in the right way. Do not hurt people with your words anymore at this moment, because that again will bring your karma or pull your karma down, Scorpio. So be very wise with your action, with your thought, with your words. Whatever that you are telling people, whatever that you are going to be communicating, whatever that you are thinking, in whichever way that you are acting out at this moment, Scorpio, you have been given the power of this beautiful sword in here. So now it's completely up to you, Scorpio, of what you do with this sword. The power is in your hand, guys. Okay. Now, the shadow energy with star in the reverse. You got lovers, Seven of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Okay. Scorpio. So in the shadow energy, guys, it's clearly telling me that there has been a lot of health issues in your life for some people, I'm getting, with the star in the reverse. Okay. There could have been health issues with regards to your destiny as well, where a lot of things have not worked and you have not been able to heal yourself in any shape and form. With the star in the reverse, you have been out of touch with the universal forces. You have been out of touch with universe navigating you towards your right direction, towards your north node. So there has been a disruption here in your shadow side. Okay. You got two major on the shadow. You got the star in the reverse. You got the lovers upright. So here, there is a lesson you have learned, Scorpio, with the star in the reverse. Okay. Which is clearly telling me now, with the lovers upright, it's telling me that in your shadow side, Scorpio, you're trying to bring back the balance and harmony in your life again, where you want things to be balanced, whether it's a relationship, whether it's love, whether it's money, career, anything. You have choices and you have options. I told you, with that Ace of Swords, you have choices in to make in the right way to bring back the balance. And in your shadow side, that is exactly what you're trying to do after the star has been in the reverse, where there could have been a tower moment that has completely disturbed you as well. This is what I'm saying. There has been or will be a chaos, a big time chaos in your life, Scorpio, that in your shadow side has caused you to go with the star in the reverse. You have not been able to heal. So it's time for you to now heal in the shadow side and get back your balance, people. Get back your balance, Scorpio. It's very important for you. Okay? Because now you're coming to the point of understanding what you need to invest in for yourself, Scorpio. With the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Swords, this is again with the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords, you have the power of your logic and rational. Very clear about your concise and decisive action within your life. Now, this energy is a very stern energy of the King of Swords. The King of Swords in the upright is extremely stern about his decision in life, what he wants now, but very logical, very rational. It's an Aquarius, Gemini, and a Libra energy, guys. Okay, but this energy, when it shows up in the shadow side next to your Seven of Pentacles, it's also talking about you thinking about bringing back the right monetary balance in your life. And you're working about with that situation. The monetary balance that you're trying to bring back after that star has been in the reverse, which created a lot of disruption with the tower that has happened before, and it completely threw you off your loop, Scorpio, where you're now trying to work yourself in the shadow energy to see how you can again bring back balance, make the right choice and decisions, and correct your path towards your own life in general. Okay, so you're investing in your thought patterns, you're investing time in the shadow side with your logic and rational. You're being very stern and very decisive about your own thought patterns, but in the right way. Guys. Okay, very clear, because you got the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. So your mental clarity in the shadow side will be very clear for you, Scorpio. You will totally get total clarity if you can go down deep into yourself and search your shadow side. Do your shadow work. That's where you're investing your time, your energy, because now you want to bring things back logically and rationally, work towards your own creation to bring back that balance within yourself, Scorpio. Okay, now having said this, guys, let's look at some of the clarifiers in here. But definitely, Scorpio, you are putting a lot of effort in your shadow side to work yourself in the right way, for 100%, for sure. Okay, let's look at the star in the reverse, because it's a major in here. And the star in the reverse is completely throwing you off your balance, of your health, of your wealth, whatever that situation, that the tower has completely collapsed over you in the shadow side. Okay, now with the star in the reverse, you get the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Look, this is your yod or destiny, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, where the Ace of Swords is coming up upright here. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, a lot of things have gone wrong, and you know that in the shadow side, Scorpio. A lot of things that has not been right for you, whether it's with words, actions, situations, anything. Fight, conflicts that have gone horribly wrong. Anything could have happened where you did not get a clarity for yourself in your mental situation. You were totally out of your Your mind was totally closed. That's why you could not think right, you could not act right, you could not do things right with the star in the reverse and the ace of sword in the reverse. That was your destiny. You had to learn a lesson, Scorpio. And in your shadow side, guys, you definitely have accepted that fact. And you will be accepting with the king of sword, you know the truth. Let's look at the lovers. You know the truth. Okay, you know why things have gone wrong. That's where now your ace of sword is again coming back to you in the right way, which means universe is giving you a second chance to make it all right, Scorpio. To make it all right, whatever has gone totally kaput for you. With the lovers in the reverse, this is a major on board again. You got the king of pentacle in the reverse. Yeah, look. So, which is telling me a total disbalance in here with your money, with your business, with your enterprise. Maybe you have been an entrepreneur, you have not been able to really make money, your confidence had been lost, which is what you're coming back, trying to balance it back again in yourself, in the shadow side, trying to bring back that money, trying to bring back that confidence, trying to bring back that nurturing quality of the king of pentacle, where that person has that quality to nurture anything that comes in their hands. Okay, which is where the balance card, which is where the lover's card is coming back, which is balancing back every kind of relationship in your life. It's very important for your karma has taught you a big time lesson, Scorpio. Let's look at the seven of pentacles in here. Now, this is this investment you have started to work on, because with this king of pentacles in the reverse and the seven of pentacles upright, you are definitely looking at your shadow energy as to why all this has happened, why all this thing has gone so wrong. Let's look at the seven of pentacles. You're definitely putting in a lot of time for yourself. Eight of wands. Look, because you want to move forward now. So your choices, decisions, whatever other things had gone wrong before, Scorpio, you don't want that to be repeated with the ace of sword. So you're being very careful in your shadow energy. You're being very careful to take your time to give it a right thought, trying to invest in your time, in your money, to see how much of money you have still left to move forward towards your dream, your goal, your ambition. But you're slowly again picking up your energy to move forward with the seven of pentacles and the eight of wands, to talk, to communicate, to understand something that earlier you did not have that patience or the understanding in yourself, to talk openly about a situation that you need to communicate with the king of sword showing up in here. Could be also talking about communication that earlier, Scorpio, you have not been able to communicate. Okay, but you're taking your time. You're taking your time with the seven of pentacles and the eight of wands. You definitely want to move forward. You want to act quickly. You want to talk quickly, very quick action of talking and action in here. But you're taking your time with the seven of pentacles because of the king of sword energy. You're going through that process of figuring it all out in the right way, because you don't want to repeat the old mistake in here, Scorpio. Okay, so let's look at the king of sword. So in your shadow side, guys, you all are really taking your time to work yourself in the right way, because you know the mistake that has happened earlier and you don't want to repeat that mistake again. Because again, like I said, you're completing an old karmic cycle as well. As well, let's look at the king of sword in here, and you got the five of sword in the reverse. That's the story. You have stopped fighting. Scorpio, you have stopped fighting. That's where the ace of sword had gone reverse, because you were fighting a battle in a very wrong way. You were probably also, it also is coming to me, guys, that maybe for a legal justice, maybe for a divorce case, you were perhaps fighting somebody here to get more than what you deserved. It also could be that for some people I'm getting right now. Okay, but that five of sword in the reverse is a defeat energy, where you are learning to accept your own defeat and fault, because you have seen with that fight that you put up, either it's in a legal system, either it's in your married life, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a career opportunity, wherever you have fought against people with your pride and ego, that energy today with the king of sword and the five of sword in the reverse is ending, because you are learning to accept your own defeat, Scorpio. You are learning to accept back that you have to love everything. You cannot fight everything, Scorpio. And if you fight everything, you will not get back what you deserve in life. That's where justice has also been teaching you a big lesson. For you to move, you have to complete that learning lesson of your karma, which is in the way for some people as well, before karma allows you to move forward. But they are also giving you that sword from the universe. They are telling you, yes, we are not taking away everything from you. We are giving you back the sword that earlier you did not get, or you got and you used it in the wrong way because of the five of sword energy in the reverse, Scorpio, when you had been fighting for all the wrong purpose. That's why the king of forces, the king of keys is in the reverse. Remember I told you, where there was a disruption, where there was a total loss of contact with people because of all the frustration, all the desperation, all the fight, all the conflict that Scorpio, you had been throwing in different directions. For some of you, I'm also getting that. Okay, so in your shadow side, guys, you are definitely improving because you are learning to accept your defeat. Let me put it like that. You're learning to accept your defeat. You have learned that fighting in that sense, in that way, has only created more disruptions, has only created more conflict, has only created more problems in your life, Scorpio, that now needs to end. So the five of sword in the reverse is a complete defeat. Where now, as the king of sword, you're learning to think in the right way, without fighting. What is logical, what is rational. That is where now the story is coming in your shadow side, okay? Let's look at a moonology card, guys. Too many cards in here, to see what the moonology has to say for your shadow energy in here. So that is the reason that Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands is here together. It's because universe is telling you, take your time, accept your defeat, learn about yourself, learn how far you can go with people, learn how far you can do things in the wrong way. You have learned it, Scorpio. So now it's time to correct it. You have gone way too far in your disruptions, in your mental attitude. So now it's time to pick yourself up. Take your time. Take your time. You're not in a rush because you have gone through a lot of turmoil in your life, Scorpio. So now it's time for you to really accept your defeat and move forward with your wisdom. Okay, so what does the moonology card have to talk about the situation in here for you, Scorpio, in the shadow energy? Let's see. Bring love into the situation. Look, new moon in Aquarius. So what they are telling you, guys, is you have to become lovable, loving elements. Okay, bring love into the situation. Don't be that unemotional with regards to your sentiment or with regards to understanding people's sentiment in here as well for some. Okay, so you have to bring love into the situation. You have to learn to accept your defeat and bring back love into the situation that earlier you could not do in the right way, Scorpio. That is also a point. Now, what's coming out of this energy in the shadow? You're getting the Page of Wands in the reverse, the Magician in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, and then, boom, you got the Knight of Wands in the upright. Look, the two major are in the reverse. So what it is also telling me, guys, your learning lesson has been very powerful, or is being very powerful. very, very powerful, where the Knight of Wands is now coming in to correct the entire situation here. That, like I told you, that earlier went absolutely out of your hands, out of your control. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, it's telling me, guys, that you had a very closed mindset. Very, very closed. You were not willing to let yourself open up. Whatever you thought was right, whatever you decided was right, whatever you fathomed was right for you, that is what you stuck onto, Scorpio. You did not see the bigger picture. You did not understand there is an expansion and growth. Look at parallel stuff. Look at parallel solutions in life. You did not. You were very, very closed in your mind, in your growth, in your expansion of your mind, which the Magician in the reverse and the Sun in the reverse, guys, is telling me that situation was totally out of your control. You could not manifest anything, because the shadow energy, you're coming down here where you're learning to understand more about yourself. Why you could not manifest anything, where there was no positivity, there was no illumination, there was no growth, nothing. You did not get the tools because your mind was so closed that you could not manifest any positivity in your life. That's why, like, remember I told you that dissipating energy, where you were in solitude, you were depressed. Some of you guys could have had major depression issues. Anything that completely threw you off your loop. And coming from the shadow into this transformational energy with the Knight of Wands, it's telling me you're getting back into the right element. You're getting back that sense of adventure. You're getting back that sense of taking the risk once again in your life. You know there are challenges in your life path, Scorpio. Things, because you have done so many things wrong, there will be challenges in order to correct them. But with the Knight of Wands energy, you're ready to overcome those challenges that earlier you had gone totally on the opposite side, guys. Okay, so let's look, because you see, with the Page of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Wands, some of you guys could have had temper tantrums too. Very, very much in here, where you were very moody with your temper tantrums. You were throwing fits, you were having fits, you were screaming over people, you were using harsh words. You were just having temper tantrums, period. And that again took away your tools to manifest the positive attitude in your life, which is reviving slowly with the Knight of Wands coming in the picture. These are the difficulties to bring back the Sun in the right way, to bring back your tools in the right way with your magic energy, to bring back the Page of Wands in the right way, to open your mind to understanding that yes, something earlier went wrong, how can I correct it? Which these are the challenges you will definitely face, Scorpio, as you're moving from your shadow energy into this transformational energy, guys. Let's look at the Knight of Wands, because this is the obstruction. You will have to correct everything, Scorpio. You will have to show something different in here for yourself as well, where you will have to get ready to take that risk now to overcome these obstacles in here, as I just mentioned. With the Knight of Wands in the upright, you got the Hierophant and you got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Look, so you're okay. The Eight of Swords in the reverse was a complete mental sabotage. Whether it was for you, Scorpio, or somebody in your life with regards to a commitment was holding you in that mental entrapment. It could be anything for anybody. Where with the Hierophant, you have learned your lesson about that situation. That somebody in your life had been misleading you totally, had been holding you bondage, had been manipulating you in the way they wanted to manipulate you. Okay, so with the Hierophant, the wisdom is coming back to you, guys. With the Hierophant and the Knight of Wand and Eight of Sword in the reverse, you are now on your own to understand how to correct the situation from this Eight of Sword in the reverse, where, like I said, whether it was somebody that was doing this bad work for you, because again, you know what I'm getting, guys? With the Magician in the reverse and the Eight of Sword in the reverse, it can also talk about some kind of black magic or voodoo that somebody had been doing on you, Scorpio. I usually don't talk about these kind of occult stuff, but this cards with the Sun in the reverse, Magician in the reverse, they very clearly indicate some kind of very dark magic that has happened in your life, Scorpio, where somebody has been holding you in their grip, in their power, where you had not been able to move with regards to your wisdom, which is where this is the Hierophant and the Eight of Swords. You're coming to the place of understanding that you cannot sit in that place anymore. You cannot sit in that victim mentality. You cannot sit in that inside that barrier where somebody has been holding you. You cannot be in that imprisonment anymore. That's where probably there could be a divorce. Like I said, your karma, if not a divorce, your karma has taught you a lesson through your karmic path is also what I'm getting, Scorpio. Is also what I'm getting, because this Magician in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords in the reverse, they're all talking about that occult part of the story here. Very much, very, very much with the black magic, voodoo, whatever that people practice in their life, the occult science. Okay, now with the Knight of Wand, it's clearly telling me that if somebody had been doing any kind of spell work on you or anything of that sort, Scorpio, that is diminishing, that is going away, because you are being able to come back to your element in order to override all these problems and get the situation under control for yourself. Okay, so from your shadow energy, guys, you're moving to the point of understanding what actually happened to you here, Scorpio. What actually happened to you and why it happened. And why it happened. Where your mind had been, again, see, with the Page of Wand in the reverse, Magician and the Sun in the reverse, your mind was not able to open. Now, when people's mind is closed in that way, it could only mean that the spell work, because these three cards together is a complete occult, dark magic, black magic, whatever people say that kind of situation is, where people practice those kind of things, which is very, very, and they are usually practiced by people who are very negative. Let me tell you that. It could be tantric situations for some people, a lot of those evil kind of things, you know what I mean? But somebody had been practicing some very dark energy on you as well. I'm getting, Scorpio, for some people as well. Which is where the dark energy is moving out of your life as you are coming in contact with your own energy once again, Scorpio. Once again. Okay, so what does the Moonology card? Look, work through your fears. A new moon in Scorpio, that's you. So this is this is what I was talking about, the black magic spell work that created a lot of fear in you, Scorpio. That definitely created a lot of fear in your life, Scorpio. And that's what they're telling you. As you are bringing back love into yourself slowly from your shadow energy, coming out of that place, moving into the transition, you have to definitely work through your fears to move out of that Eight of Swords energy in the reverse, already letting me know, through my spirit is letting me know that you guys are already out of that energy, but you have to still work through your fears to make that move with the Knight of Wands to correct the situation. That will require you taking a risk in your life, Scorpio, in every shape and form. Taking a risk in this situation because you are about to do a big job in your life. Is all. That's what I said. Remember, I said 8, the false person, and the tower in here, 16. That's what you're thinking. That's where the tower was and will be. Where that 8 of sword energy is also talking in the reverse. It's talking about the false person or the false situation in here. Yes, yes. Somebody has been doing a lot of negative work on you, Scorpio. That is absolutely goes without saying. Where they had put you in a very fearful situation where you had not been able to move, Scorpio. So it's time for you to wake up and accept that defeat, work through the reality, but work through your fears and take that risk in your life to correct the situation, guys. Okay. Now, coming to the action energy, you have the strength in the reverse, you have the high priestess, you got major, you got the hermit in the reverse, and you got the queen of pentacle in the reverse. Look, the king of pentacle, the queen of pentacle, there is a connection in here as well, Scorpio, for you. Okay, now you see with the strength in the reverse, guys, and the high priestess, it's a very intuitive energy of you understanding what happened with you, why your strength went down the drain. And that is also making you very humble. That is also making you very humble as you are slowly getting yourself that psychic ability to understand. Remember, I talked about the waterfall here. Where is my card? That's your psychic ability of the high priestess in here to understand why there has been so much of disruption and conflict that depleted your strength in your life, Scorpio. You will get this because with the hermit in the reverse, guys, it's talking about you having lost your way because of this situation, which is what you're slowly wrapping up. You're slowly wrapping up. You're slowly going to come back. You know, you're doing a lot of work intuitively here in the action energy, guys, with the high priestess showing up and the queen of pentacles in the reverse, which is again a loss of your power in here, or a loss of a person here. Somebody you love, somebody you care for has gone MIA from your life with the queen of pentacle in the reverse. Or it could be you feeling that sense of loss where your nurturing self, where other good things in life that the queen of pentacle has, the power, the empowerment has gone missing. It's more of the empowerment, guys, is also what I'm getting. But there is a connection in here. But whoever this figure has been for you, Scorpio, this figure has been the power figure for you. That power figure is in the reverse. So which is clearly telling me that you're slowly wrapping up the old cycle here. Even with yourself, where you had lost your way with the Virgo energy, where you are analyzing, Scorpio, to get back and reorganize yourself with the high priestess and the strength in the reverse to reorganize yourself once again in the right way in your action. So you're reorganizing yourself, Scorpio, with your action energy. Let's look at the strength in the reverse. So there is a lot of action, but you're reorganizing. The action is more so with your reorganizational part of the story. The Six of Swords. See the travel here. So this is, again, this reorganization with the Six of Swords. And remember I said the travel energy in here. So some of you guys could be mentally moving out of the disturbance or the turbulent waters towards calm waters, where you'll find peace emotionally, mentally. Some of you guys could actually be traveling, you know, with your strength card in the reverse. As soon as you can get back your strength with the High Priestess to move yourself from a bad situation towards your life. Towards your life. Let's look at the High Priestess. Because the High Priestess is clearly telling me you guys are wrapping up the old cycle because y'all have got the clarity here. Y'all have the clarity. Y'all are very, very clear about what happened with you or to you now. Okay? So with the High Priestess in here showing up, it's a very powerful energy. Very, very powerful energy, guys. And you got the King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, see? Where you had been totally out of touch with the High Priestess with regards to your emotions, guys. There was no love, nothing. Your emotion was completely out. You were not in synchronicity with your own intuitive, emotional self in here, with the King of Cups showing up in the reverse, guys. Okay? And this is the Six of Swords. So this is, where the movement is going to happen, where things are going to come back as you get back your psychic ability to understand yourself better. This is you, Scorpio, King of Cups in the reverse. You absolutely had no emotional intelligence with yourself in order for your intuition to help you with your situation. Okay, that's where the action now is happening. Let's look at the Hermit in the reverse, which is a clear indication why you lost your way, Scorpio. Clear indication of why you did wrong things. Let's look at the Hermit energy here. Queen of Swords. You got the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords again. There is a connection. See, this energy of the Queen of Swords knows about the story here. They're very clear about your situation here. What happened to you, Scorpio? Why you lost your way. And they are probably, some of you could be in connection with the Queen of Swords energy who's giving you direction to move back into the right place again. It also could be that. And that is probably helping your shadow energy as well with the King of Swords. Somebody could be guiding you because the Queen of Swords energy is a very, very powerful energy of being very wise, very sharp. She's the energy who can call a spade a spade. She takes no BS. So she could be the one also, or you could be getting into that energy. It could be anything for anyone, guys. But it could be a different energy here who is coming in to pick you back and put you back in the right place. It also could be that. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here. It also could be that for some people. But the Queen of Swords in here and the King of Swords in your shadow is also clearly telling me about a connection. Let's look at the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You got the Magician, yeah. So this is where the story is. You're getting back your power because this energy of the Queen of Swords, and to me it looks like a different energy here. Somebody from your known group, people, could be your lover, could be your wife, could be anybody, but who is a Libra, Gemini, and Scorpio energy. Okay, somebody, what did I say? A Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm so sorry. That energy is coming back, Scorpio, to pull you back into shape with the Magician. She is an energy who's giving you that power to bring back your empowerment in here. To be empowered once again back in your life, Scorpio, is also the energy. But this Queen of Swords energy could be a different energy in here. But this is an energy that is definitely there. Bottom of the deck is death and rebirth, which is where the major transformation is happening again. Let's look what the Moonology card has to talk about the action here. But somebody is in your life, Scorpio, or will be coming in your life who will give you the right advice and lead you out of this mess that you have created for yourself. And not because you have created or somebody has been doing that wrong things on you. It could be anything for anybody, Scorpio. Okay, let's look at the action moonology card in here. But this energy of the Queen of Swords is also the energy, it could be Scorpio for some people. It's also the energy where there is a connection where there was a fight before. And this Queen of Swords is very powerful energy of somebody who knows what has happened with you, and she's going to call a spade here. She's going to be very clear. She's going to accept you back, Scorpio. Again, another thing I'm getting, guys. Whoever this energy or whatever this energy is, she's letting you know in your action side that she's going to accept you back in her life if you become empowered once again with the Magician not in the reverse, with the Magician in the upright, to bring things to her in the right way. It also could be that for some people. The Moonology card is step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So Scorpio, what they're telling you, move out of your comfort zone, guys. You cannot sit there anymore. Remember I said dissipating and renewal here? Your energy being single, solitude, depression, anything that has happened, it's time to step out of your comfort zone and go into your North Node. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. There is a domestic situation here, guys. A domestic situation that will reach its resolution as you take that step towards moving out of your comfort zone towards your North Node with the Ace of Swords energy. Okay, where a personal issue that has been troubling you, like I told you, a domestic personal issue, rife, conflict, trouble, legal divorce, and anything that reaches a resolution where you will be able to move towards your North Node. But with your action, they are telling you, once that resolution is reached, once you have got your justice, once you have completed the old karmic cycle, it's time for you to face your North Node, your compass in life, Scorpio, towards your truth, towards your destiny, towards your fulfillment. Enjoy this reading, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you once again. Until then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.